what's up? What's up? What's up? We almost at 700. I just want to give a big shout out to King B, to Mama Nisi, to funny shit. A lot of new subs. A lot of people have been subbing. We had 692. You know what I'm saying? Now I told y'all to get me to 700 by tomorrow. I just want to see if y'all could do it. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of the videos that y'all want me to react to. Y'all very active on it. Y'all rushed the videos yesterday. The only video that got 2 dislikes was the Nicki Minaj video. I don't know what I said in it, but it wasn't that bad. I have no hate towards, what I'm saying, any female rapper. I might not fuck with some female rappers just because I don't like their music, but it's nothing personal. Um, but besides that though, like I got a lot of good videos coming out, what I'm saying? We going up slowly but surely, you know what I'm saying, putting that grind in each and every day. And my promise to y'all is if y'all get me to 700 by tomorrow, I'll upload 2 videos Saturday and Sunday. You know what I'm saying? That's the deal. But the video we got here today is Tupac versus the Notorious B.I.G, hip hop's deadliest war. Um, it's a lot of mix up with this situation for the simple fact that a lot of people say it was about to end. You know what I'm saying? They were saying Tupac knew what's up. They were saying he knew that Biggie didn't have nothing to do with it. But then you see him on interviews saying, Diddy and him knew what's up personally and he not gonna speak on it. You know what I'm saying? They know personally that they had some involvement or knew what happened. But let's really see what this guy to say. So without further ado, we're gonna get straight into the video.
The Tupac article had me pissed off, you know what I'm saying? And the rumors that's spreading is on some tip like we set him up, you know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. It's just ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? But I also understand that if you was to get shot 5 times, mine is just completely spinning, you know what I'm saying? You're real confused about your situation. So it'll cause you to say things that you really don't mean.
First off, your bitch in the click you claim. West side when we ride, coming quick with game. You claim to be a player, but I your wife.
And it's a funny thing, I kind of realized how powerful Tupac and I was. You know what I'm saying? Because we 2 individual people, we waged a coastal beef.
What is going on, y'all? We back with another episode of Hip Hop's Deadliest War. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with this series, it's basically a series where I go over hip hop beefs.
Before he speak, I hate that a lot of people who had nothing to do with it was like edging it on. Like now look where they at. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people that had nothing to do with it, completely nothing to do with it. You have magazines edging it on East Coast versus West Coast. You had like a lot of radio people trying to edge shit on, ask certain questions to trick them into saying some shit, or you know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like a lot of pride came with that whole situation too. Um, I was told by one of my subs, you know what I'm saying, by one of the Mars fan supporters that that Biggie and Diddy told like Pac like he was like stepping out of his lane, that the type of people Jimmy Henchman I said Jimmy Henchman Haitian Jack and them was like they was basically extorting the rappers and stuff like that. I don't know how true that is. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Like, can y'all confirm that? But we're gonna get right back into it though.
That turn into deadly wars, as in people getting shot at, lives threatened, lives taken, so on and so forth. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, turn that bell on for notifications, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed, and make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Without further ado, let's get into Tupac versus Biggie, hip-hop's deadliest war. Who won this war? Let's find out. Tupac was born in Harlem, New York to a single mother. He moved often to escape high crime areas, moving to Baltimore and California. Tupac began developing a love for poetry, so he decided to start making hip-hop music, stepping in the music industry as a dancer for the group Digital Underground. Eventually, he decided to release his very first project in 1991 when he dropped his debut album, Tupacalypse Now. While all of this was going on, back in Brooklyn, New York, a rapper by the name of the Notorious B.I.G. was trying to make make a name for himself as well in the hip-hop scene. One of Biggie's demos made its way to the Source magazine, where he would eventually be discovered by Diddy. In 1993, Tupac was gearing up to drop his second album, Strictly for My N-Words, while Biggie dropped his first single, Party and Bullshit. Biggie had asked someone to introduce him to Tupac, as Pac was gaining major traction at the time. At a Los Angeles party, the two would meet, and this is where their friendship had officially begun. They had mutual respect between each other. Every time Biggie was in California, he would crash on Tupac's couch, and Tupac would always stop by Biggie's area when he was in New York. At the 1993 Budweiser Superfest in New York, Biggie and Tupac freestyled together. Biggie actually asked Tupac to manage his music career, but Pac didn't mix money with friendships, so he declined. In 1994 is where the friendship would begin turning sour. It all started when Biggie warned Pac not to become close friends with notorious New York gangsters Haitian Jack and Jimmy Henchman, but Tupac didn't listen. They were scheduled to work on a project together for rapper Little Sean when Tupac arrived at the recording studio on November 30th, 1994. He was getting ready to go upstairs when he was shot 5 times in the lobby. He would luckily survive the shooting, but had a belief that Biggie might have had something to do with the shooting. Tupac said that they looked guilty after the incident.
What happened was Biggie came at a time, just like what Hitler did with the Jews. Biggie came at a time when they were open to somebody saying, we're the master race and these guys are nothing and they're pretenders, and this is why we not making it in the business is because of these guys. This is why we not doing nothing because of these guys. So the East Coast really not hating us, really not knowing nothing about us, but just listening to their supposed to be leader, you know, listening to the person that was representing for them. Like, yeah, okay, well, Biggie, he from Brooklyn, woo. You know what I mean? And that's what happened. And so all of a sudden people saying stuff that they didn't even know was what they was doing was like ending our culture when we started. We held it down for y'all. That's how I felt. I was in tears like, what? When y'all was out there on when LL was dancing with women in silver suits and was on some other shit, which I'm not mad at because I might do that one day. And I love them. You know what I mean? But I'm saying when you was being creative and wanting to try other boundaries, we was holding it down. With half the rappers from the East Coast was there when I got shot. Nobody knew a thing. That's just like you come into the hood and the police ask them what happened, and everybody's like, I don't know. You know they lying. And all I was doing was like, give me my proper etiquette. If Biggie was out here on the West Coast, he was in the studio with me and we homeboys, and he got shot, no, I wouldn't tell him who did it, but I wouldn't go right on who did it, but he would want to know who did it. And I'd be like, look, man, these niggas from Watts did it. This is why they want to talk to you. When. That's how I do it. Just like when the niggas from the 60s wanted to get a trench. I went to them personally and talked to them. I do it by the rules of etiquette. So I got shot. I'm like, yo, what happened? Come see me in jail. Biggie all in the air to my Parker's my homeboy Woom, but not seeing me. My homeboy Stretch is going to Biggie's concert. It's like a band.
My fault. So basically, I guess that's what happened. Like, you claim he's saying like, yo, you saying you was my homeboy, this, then the third, and okay, cool. You saying you don't know who did what, but you all on a radio saying you my homeboy, but never came to see me so we can figure something out, or this, then the I get it.
But all in the air and on TV, they like, yeah, Pop, rest, keep the struggle on. I was like, yo, I'm starting to turn into like Slick Rick. Niggas is just gonna act like I'm gonna just be in jail and they gonna give me shout outs and try to take my position. And if you watch, that's what Biggie did. Listen to us. I was there, nigga. I trained the nigga. He used to be under me.
Do y'all feel like that? Do y'all feel like Biggie was just giving shout outs and continue rapping to try to take his position because he felt like Tupac wasn't probably gonna get out because of the cases that was against him?
Like my lieutenant, the nigga, I used to come to New York. I used to do shows and let the nigga come on before I did Keep Your Head Up and Get Around. Because nobody knew the nigga in New York. So all of a sudden he changed from being listen to Party and Bullshit, listen to his style. He changed from that to Big Papa because of me. He had my album, Me Against the World was the second one. He had the first one. I changed everything because Ready to Die came out and it sounded like my album. All my album was about, dealing with death. And then he came out Ready to Die and I had to switch it.
Wow.
That's why it was less East Coast rap. East Coast.
This is crazy because I never heard this audio. What do y'all think about that? Y'all think Biggie copied off of Tupac?
Beats because Biggie had just took my
That's what, but you could listen to it. That's what that was a success too, because he took like West Coast sound.
We flipped it. I told him that. I told him that. I
hey.
trained. He was supposed to be Thug Life. All while he was coming up, I used to let him come on stage with me. He was screaming Thug Life.
Hey, cause I
he
saw
was
you
like,
at
I
the
hate
Palladium.
Brooklyn. I hate New York. I'm out with them niggas, puppy cheating me. Woo woo woo. All of a sudden he blew up, and he wasn't saying Thug Life. So I started getting mad, and I was seeing place. He was hugging me, yo, Pac. Yo, thank you. He's the only nigga that woo woo. But he told me like about a week before I got shot. He knew the nigga that was shot me, and he was like, Pac, don't hang around this nigga. You know what I mean? You know, we walked in with the nigga that shot me, that ended up shooting me. He's like, Pac, don't fuck with this nigga, because I knew the nigga too. He was my Cody fan. And I was like, what you mean? He's like, I'll talk to you about it later. And we didn't talk. The next time I saw him was at the studio where I got shot. So I knew he knew what happened. So I was like, Biggie, what happened? He kept sending me messages like a bitch, you know, like I'ma come see you. No, nigga, what happened? While I'm in jail, strangers is telling me, yo, you don't know? Biggie homeboy shot you. Cause they bragging, they telling they niggas in jail, yo, we just got Pac, woo, woo, woo. And my cousin was in jail in New York, cause I got family out there. He's sitting right there while the nigga get in the car going, yo, my homeboys just jacked that nigga Tupac. So that's how I knew who shot me, what happened. And
that could just be instigating and wrong info and people just saying things too quick. Like the wrong like I spread faster than the truth, to be honest. So that could have been a lie. Now, him knowing something, it's a high chance that he didn't know something, but probably didn't want no type of involvement, which I feel is wrong, because if it was the other way around, he would have wanted to know something from you. So I get where Tupac is coming from, definitely though.
Tupac then signed to Suge Knight's Death Row Records. This is where Tupac vowed to destroy Bad Boy Entertainment. While no proof was ever brought forward about Tupac's claims of Biggie and Diddy knowing about the shooting incident, Biggie would respond to Tupac's claims in the song Who Shot Ya, released on his debut album Ready to Die in September 1994, while Tupac was behind
I told Biggie not to drop that. He didn't listen.
bars for sexual assault. On this song, he's taking shots at Tupac. Obviously, just by the name of the song title alone, you could tell this was aimed at Pac and his alleged shooter. This is where the beef officially began on wax. Pac would go on to claim Biggie was in fact behind the shooting. He also said that Biggie was copying his rap style and bragged about sleeping with Biggie's wife, Faith Evans. On June 4th, 1996, Pac
It's some people, it's females that Tupac dealt with that said that's true and confirmed. It's people that like it's niggas that knew Tupac that said that's also confirmed. Like that was confirmed. Like, and some people that say they confronted her on it and she didn't deny it. So I guess that was true.
would finally respond to Biggie on wax with the song Hit 'Em Up. On the song, he went directly at Biggie. He mentioned everything from sleeping with his wife to even taking shots at Bad Boy Artist, which shifted this beef to not only Tupac versus Biggie, but it was also now an East Coast versus West Coast war. At the end of the song, Tupac went on a rant where he would draw the line for the East versus West war, saying that any of you guys from New York want to bring it, bring it.
First off, your bitch in the clique you claim. West side when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. We bust on bad boys, niggas for life. Plus, Puffy tryna see me weak, hearts I rip. Biggie Smalls and Junior Mafia, some mark ass bitches.
Biggie didn't respond to this diss track. He told everyone in his camp if they make a record, he's not messing with them, and they will be cut off if they respond. A couple months later, something happened that would change the course of hip-hop forever. On September 7th, 1996, while in Vegas, Tupac decided to go to the Bruce Seldon versus Mike Tyson boxing match with Suge Knight. After the fight in the lobby of the MGM Grand, he spotted an alleged Southside Compton Crip by the name of Orlando Anderson. Allegedly, Orlando tried snatching Tupac's Death Row Records chain at a shopping mall. Tupac and his crew allegedly assaulted Orlando in the hotel lobby, as surveillance video shows. Tupac and Suge Knight would eventually hop in a black BMW 750 IL as they were heading to Suge Knight's Death Row nightclub. At 11 p.m., police pulled the two over as Suge Knight was behind the wheel, with Tupac in the passenger seat. They were eventually let go by the officer without a ticket. 15 minutes later, while they were at a red light, a white four-door Cadillac pulled up next to their vehicle on the passenger side. One of the people in the vehicle opened fire on the car as Tupac...
I heard the rules back in the day, like on the West, used to be like, don't stop at no red lights. I heard that. Let me know if you from the West. Let me know if that was facts. Like back then, you wasn't able to stop at like no red lights in certain neighborhoods.
Pac was struck 4 times. Pac was rushed to the University Medical Center of Southern Nevada, where he would be put on life support. On September 13th, 1996, Tupac was pronounced dead from eternal
That's that brother,
bleeding.
remember?
This would sadden Biggie, as he never got a chance to make amends with his former best friend. Faith Evans, who was Biggie's wife, said that Biggie called her crying as he was in shock about the news. After this, Biggie's desire was to focus on his peace of mind and his family and friends. On March 8, 1997, Biggie attended the Soul Train Awards in California. The next day, at 12:45 a.m., the streets were crowded with people leaving this party. Biggie's truck stopped at a red light when a black Chevy Impala pulled up next to it. A man rolled down the window and fired a 9mm pistol at Biggie's car. 4 bullets hit Biggie as his entourage rushed him to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, where he would be pronounced dead at 1:15 a.m. Now, as far as who won the war, I'm going to say it was a draw. Neither man won the war because neither man survived.
Yeah.
We lost 2 hip-hop legends, 2 of the all-time greatest rappers ever. So as far as I see it, we all lost this war. Rest in peace, Biggie and Tupac.
Definitely rest in peace, Biggie and Tupac. I think it was sad that a lot of people that had nothing to do with it, like I said before, played out into their death. Because I feel like that could have probably been resolved, or something could have happened. Because especially the way Death Row started going, and especially the way that you know it started going with Biggie, and I feel like eventually Biggie would have exposed his contract, just like Mace and everybody else that didn't like the contract they was in, and things would have went a different way because the impact they still got today is crazy. Um, it's just crazy. Let me know what y'all feel. I ain't trying to start nothing, but let me know who y'all think is better, Tupac or Biggie. I think both is great artists in my opinion, but I think Tupac has like more of a message that lasted out to today. Both of them do, but I feel like he had a stronger message that lasted out to today. But with that being said, give me to 700. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all that commented yesterday. I had a little conversation with y'all. And I just want to say love is love. I appreciate all the support. And any business inquiries, business email is in the description. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next video.